So yesterday, well, not yesterday really, it was more like, let's see, today's Friday, so last Monday, I was like, pop quiz everyone, and I asked you a freaking billion questions, and I want to say thank you right off the bat to everyone that managed to take time out of their busy days to answer all of my questions. Now, to run through them really quick, I changed it back to the nether brick. I just suck at chandeliers. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm pretty terrible at Minecraft aesthetics in the whole. I prefer, oh god, I can't talk now. Bad Nims, get in the corner. No, I prefer functionality over aesthetics. And so whenever I build stuff like this roof, I would have been happy with the dirt roof. But you know, it looks bad. It's not particularly pleasant to see. So anyway, aesthetics are kind of for me so I can get better at it, but a lot for you guys at the same time. And so going past that, half slabs. We can put half slabs in the houses, and that will solve the problem of zombies being able to spawn in them, or at least it should. As far as upgrading to, oh, I need to go get redstone. As far as upgrading to patch 1.4 or upgrading to the snapshot pre-patch 1.4, the general consensus is to wait. Now, most people were, like I said to wait. There were some people that were like, oh, just do it, just go. And, you know, we're going with like a democratic approach here. You know, the majority rules. So, sorry to the three of you that really were looking forward to an upgrade. I think that's all the questions that, and yeah, and thanks to everyone for the feedback on the tour episode, because that was nice as well, because, you know, I wanted to help catch people up, and I think we did a fantastic job of that. Okay, so we're going to go work on the blaze farm like we had talked about, and I am just gathering supplies here while talking. I have a lot more supplies I need to gather, though. So, you know, if you'd excuse me for a moment. So because we're about to shut this whole thing down, I've got it rigged up here. We've got about 150 blaze in it. We've got, like 10 FPS, you know, ballparking. You know, I figured, you know, I'm level 2. I need to go ahead and get to level 30, and I do have this sound turned way down. And I brought along a splash potion of harming here with us. Couple of them die. That's always to be expected. And so it went from about 150 down to 130. And I apologize for the screen shift thingy. I was playing in full screen and now I'm in windowed and blah blah blah. I'll fix it in a second. But here we go. Lots of experience. Ugh. Oh yeah. Oh, you're still alive. How did I kill it? I think so. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh yeah. Look at all this experience. So very nice. I can't play with my mouse inverted. Oh yeah. Go side to side, side to side. Giant cloud of experience orbs. Okay, cool. So now I need to go clog the whole thing up and start construction. Now before we go ahead and like disassemble this one completely, and you can see I got it filled in with a ton of dirt, the same way that we filled it up in the past, the same way that we have this filled up. I just basically took up the entire spawning area. Before we disassemble that one, I figure we should turn this one here into our prototype design and then go from there. So that's what I'm going to get started on. It's going to be similar to this one, except we're going to take out 2 walls. So that way we can move them somewhere in like this vicinity, but like 10 blocks down. Alright, so I didn't show this part, and I know you guys yell at me all the time, but all I really did is I copied I was going to look at it, but then I missed the jump and decided not to. I'm just basing it off of what we did in the past, but I will go ahead and update you here. We've got these repeaters all point at a block. The block is then adjacent to a piston, which then whenever this pressure plate gets powered, you can see I would fall right off. So if I was one of those blaze right there spawning, I'd get pushed right down into the next level. I've got these set up in such a way, now you can see I'm only going to be doing the one corner here, so that way, and then repeat this all the way down, so that way by the time they get to the bottom, and you know, we'll do, this just got them in, yeah, I don't know what this would be, like 2 blocks further, and then once they get all the way, let me see if I can sprint across, nope. Nope. Anyway, you saw that half a heart damage. That's why some of them die at the bottom. It's just due to a block updating and me updating at the same time, which causes me to take 1 point of damage. So anyway, that's kind of the plan here. This is what's going on. This is what we're doing. So then, yeah, something like this. And so now we can see that, yeah, well, let me see. I'm gonna have to clear out a bunch of this netherrack, so let me get started on that, and then I'll check back in with you. So I cleared out that next layer, so I say so a lot, but, you know, maybe I like to knit. Maybe I was a knitter in a past life. I don't know. I invented shirts. So, this is what we're doing. I just added the row of sticky pistons here, and actually I don't think this one is necessary. Well, I would like it to be there, but I don't think it can. And we'll get to that here in just a second, why it can't be there. So then this little backdrop here is where our repeaters are going to go. So the repeaters would go there, which means the pressure plates go like that, boom, 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 and then this should all work now. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Cool. And the reason why we can't have a piston here is, well, let's take a look at this. So then it would go, yeah, from here. Oops. One too many there, Nims. Getting a little trigger happy, buddy. So we would go like this to get our next row in, and then we'd go down with the one recessed, not like the thing that you get to do when you're in like 4th grade, where it's all like happy fun times, and then you have recess politics, like the TV show Recess. That was a great show. So you can see here, if we had one more piston in this corner, these two extended blocks would interfere with each other, which would cause all sorts of problems. Can I get through, please? Yeah, I get that. I guess not. It doesn't. It definitely doesn't want to let me through. So then we can go from here. Well, we obviously need that block there, but we don't need this or that. Alright, cool. So we've got just the one dead spot here. You know, there's nothing I can do about that. Now, I don't think there's... Unless you could do tripwire in like a corner fashion, but even then, I feel like that's just way too much work for versus the small amount of reward you would be able to get out of it. Oh goodness! And no, we're not out of sandstone. I still have more up in the chest. So let's go ahead and take a look at it from this point. As I would, let's just say I spawn, and you know I'm just gonna run out here, and then you see I would fall down, and then hit the next pressure plate and fall down again. So let's look at that one more time. It was a little bit laggy there. And also there is one negative side effect because I'm building this so close. When this pressure plate triggers, it also powers that piston down there, and I'll look down so you can see it. Which is somewhat of a negative effect, but also mobs despawn after a certain distance. While I'm talking, I might as well mine. Mobs despawn after a certain distance away from the player, and in order to avoid me having to take them out so far, or try to keep them so close, excuse me, I was right the first time. So that, because I'm going to have to take them out or down pretty far in order for them to be able to combine together. So in order for me to be able to do that, I need to, oh god, keep this compact because I don't want them to despawn all the way down there. So I need to keep this thing as small as possible, so that way whenever I take them all the way to the bottom, which is going to be lower than this thing most likely, they don't despawn, which would then of course hurt my drops and experience rates. I do also partly want to get this built before 1.4 just to see how well it works, just to see how fast the experience comes, because you know what we did just a minute ago, well, like a minute ago for you guys, like 30 minutes ago for me. That, I don't know, I had to AFK to build up that amount of mobs, and you know, that's not really a fun mechanic to play a game. I don't want to build my game around AFK. I want to build it around efficiency. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna keep going with this. Okie dokie, I think I got most of it done. This is lot of weird looking stuff, but it kind of has a cool look to it. But you can see here that they would spawn anywhere on one of these platforms, and then immediately after spawning, boom, get pushed down again, get pushed down again. Now whenever they get to one of these blocks, you know, this could cause a delay, but that's just, it's an inherent risk, it's an inherent design flaw. I don't think with corners, I don't think that there's a way that you could really get around it. You know, maybe I guess I could put a repeater here to a piston there to cause them to get pushed forward like this, but that has a much higher chance of causing damage because of the two repeaters firing at the same time, or the two pistons firing at the same time. So right there you can see, if you know, I were to just let myself go and given just a little bit of mob pathing. So let's go ahead and jump out there. And then, oh, I get to here, then I kind of like, oh, let's walk this way. Nope! Okay, let's walk this way. Nope! And see, now I would end up in this one wide hole here, which is perfect. Now, I might be able to take this down to the 2 there, but I really do think that I need to get it down to the 1. I don't know. Yeah, that's what that one looks like. It's kind of out there. Now, we need to do the same thing to the other one here, and this one kind of sucks to take apart because, I mean, it's not broken. And I don't want to, what is the phrase? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. And it's definitely not broken. It definitely works. I mean, we've grinded out hundreds of levels from this baby. But it's time to upgrade. I mean, we're gonna be turning her into a much nicer model, hopefully. I don't know, but that's the goal at least. And so then with this one, I'm actually curious. The corner, it actually comes out to land in the perfect corner of the spawning area. So the spawning area of this room, I don't know what it is offhand. It's over there. I wish I could see it. Ooh, I hear a magma cube. I was just about to say a slime, and it's like, wait, there are no slimes in the nether. You silly boy, you. So, I don't know. Probably right here. So, yeah. So, right here, this block, I'll go ahead and mark it. I'll put a piece of sandstone down. Well, ain't that something? So the perfect corner of this room, I believe, is going to be right here, which will be 1 offset. So we might take this down to 2, or back up to 2, down to 2. It's down to 1 now. We might take this back up to 2, and then just cause them to clump together in a 2 wide thing, because that's what it is now. And I'm sorry for just walking and talking here. You know, this is how designs happen. This is a 2x2 room, and basically how this works is you've got these pistons here that push forward glass, and then you got the glass there with the piston on it, and the glass there. So as I flip this, you can see that's all glass pops out, and that prevents any more blaze from falling down into this area. Then what happens after the glass pulls out is about like a 1 second delay. We have this the sandstone wall that pops out, and you can see that's just simply powered by this here in the back. You can see all these 4 not repeaters, but the 4 pistons there, and that's to get them into a confined space so it's very easy to crush them. So getting them into a 2x2 area or a 2x8, or you know, whatever it is, we could still work with that, because we could just take like this, and then we could get rid of this here, and we could take that, I don't know, say it's like a 2x8 room. I really wish I could draw right now, but I can't. I need to be able to draw in Minecraft. So we could take that 2x8 room, and then I'm going to do this very miniaturized somewhere right here. Okay. So say this is our room. Oh, and of course there's a ghast. That doesn't exist. Cool, whatever. So say this is our room. And so you can see how it's the oblong, rectangular, 2 wide by whatever long. And so then we could have the pressure plates set up here and here, hook that up to pistons like we've already got, and then, you know, make it drop down again, and then we could just rinse repeat this into wherever, you know, this would be 2 blocks, but whatever. And then we could just repeat this over and over and over up until, seriously, there you are. I see you. Whoa, it like jumped the last second. I was getting all prepared to knock it back, and then it was just like, nope, I'm a freaking ninja bomb. Whatever, man. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm gonna get back my pressure plates, and yeah. So let me go check the episode length here, guys. I'll be right back, and let's see what else we can get done today. I think this is going to be where we call it, guys. I do want to go ahead and say I apologize about the frames being weird a couple of times throughout the episode. You can see right now, you can see the entirety of my F3 screen. There's no, like, clipping. I'm using, like, F11 to play in full screen mode, so that way there's not as much, like, clipping off the sides. It just makes it look better. It's smoother. But I keep forgetting to push F11. I'm human, so sue me. And I do want to go ahead and prove, like, proof of concept here. I went and I pissed off a bunch of zombie pigmen, and you can see here that there's none around, but they all managed to end up in the one little hole here, and all I was doing was standing on this block where that pressure plate is. I did destroy the pressure plate. So yeah, like, it does work. We do, ow, as I hit them, they jump up high enough to be able to hit me back. So, yeah, it does work. That's fantastic. So now all I have to do, and I'll do this on my own time whenever it's not, you know, gonna be quite so boring to do the exact same thing we just did. I'll go ahead and, oh yeah, sorry, I was all excited about the gold nuggets. Gold nugget tails, yeah! Give me them golds. Yep, yeah. Anyway, so I'll go ahead and get this all combined on my own time. It's gonna be really boring. It's gonna be building this same thing again, and then we'll come back for part 2 next time and combine these. If you have anything, like any quirks or any suggestions, I'm thinking about either, like we looked at earlier, using the piston conveyor belt to get them together, or maybe even lava, since I'm pretty sure zombie pigmen are immune to lava. We could just set up like or blaze are immune to lava, sorry, I was thinking zombie pigmen. Blaze are immune to lava, so we could use a lava conveyor system in order to get them together as well. I don't know, leave your comments, questions, concerns, anything beneficial. I appreciate, I like the communication we have. I appreciate you, and I hope you appreciate me too. So anyway, this is where I'm going to leave off, guys. Thank you for being a part of this. Okay, yeah, no, that's all I need to say. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.